All right, everybody. I'm Lonnie with Untitled Nerd Network, and typically I don't do two of these in one day, but I felt this was like kind of needed. I was kind of hopping around Twitter just a few minutes ago, and I see that Catwoman is trending on Twitter. So I'm like, oh, maybe DC is doing something really cool. Maybe tomorrow one of their Catwoman books is gonna change the landscape, and so I click on the trending article, and no, Catwoman is not trending for the right reasons. Catwoman is trending because some critic somewhere yesterday said that he has seen the new Venom movie, and it is worse than Halle Berry's Catwoman. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say I cannot definitively say how bad Halle Berry's Catwoman is because to this day, 10 years later, I have never seen that movie and probably never will unless it's one of those videos where we watch what people think are horrible movies and then give my own opinion. And that is a big thing. Do not take critics' opinion of Venom and utilize it to decide whether you're going to go see this movie or not. Because number one, I'm not too excited about Venom. Really. I'm only going to see this movie really because our other members of UNN, specifically Amber and Ashley, are really wanting to go see this movie. And why not? It'll be a pretty good video to do a review. If it's horrible, it's horrible. It'll make a good video. If it's good, then hey, I didn't waste my money. But the big thing is, I'm going to make my own decision. And that's what I urge everybody else to do. Because seriously, when was the last time a critic was actually right? I mean, yeah, they might be, good to say Catwoman's a bad movie, and there are horrible movies out there. But think about it. A lot of the movies that we really like the Jurassic World movies, the Transformers films, which admittedly the first few were pretty good. A lot of these movies that are basically like popcorn flicks that don't really have a lot of substance, they're just fun movies to go watch. And a lot of those movies, I'm looking at you, Starship Troopers, were not really like horrible movies. They just didn't have that Oscar winning quality, but they still grossed a lot of money. People still like them. And to this day, 90s kids or early 2000s kids still list them as some of their favorite films. Kind of like Star Wars. All those Star Wars films, they were never really given their due until just recently. I mean, they were just kind of like a fringe nerd group, was really big into those. And critics universally panned them for the most part until, they started getting that sentimentality behind them. And then suddenly everybody's like, oh, yeah, those are the greatest movies of all time, even though people hated them way back when if you weren't a nerd. But anyway, yeah, seriously, do not take a critic's opinion on Venom and make that your own. Go see the movie for yourself this weekend. Go see a matinee. You'll be out $10, and hey, worst come to worst, you'll have something to talk about Monday morning. I'm Lonnie with Untitled Nerd Network. Thanks for watching.